In this fast-paced world, every penny saved counts, and haggling offers a fantastic opportunity to keep those hard-earned dollars in your pocket. But haggling is not just about saving money. It's also a chance to sharpen your communication skills, build confidence, and cultivate relationships with people. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of haggling? Let's dive in. Tip 1. Research and know the price range. The first step to successful haggling is to do your homework. Researching the market price of the product or service you're interested in can give you a better understanding of the range of prices you can expect to encounter. This knowledge is crucial in determining your bargaining power and setting realistic expectations for the negotiation. Don't be fooled into thinking that the seller has all the power. Armed with information, you can level the playing field and negotiate from a position of strength. This is especially true if you're dealing with a seller who is trying to inflate the price to take advantage of your lack of knowledge. In addition to researching the market price, it's also important to consider other factors that may affect the price. For example, if you're buying a used car, the condition, mileage, and year of the car can all impact the price. Knowing these details can give you a better idea of what a fair price would be. Remember, knowledge is power. By researching and knowing the price range, you can confidently approach the negotiation and increase your chances of getting a good deal. So before you start haggling, take some time to research and gather information. Your wallet will thank you for it. Tip 2. Be confident. Confidence is key when it comes to haggling. If you don't believe in yourself and your ability to negotiate, it's unlikely that you'll be successful. Confidence is not just about what you say, but also how you say it. Your body language, tone of voice, and overall demeanor can all impact how the seller perceives you. When negotiating, it's important to maintain a positive attitude and approach the situation with an air of confidence. Even if you're feeling nervous, projecting confidence can help you appear more knowledgeable and in control of the situation. This can in turn make the seller more receptive to your offers. One way to boost your confidence is to practice your negotiation skills beforehand. Role-playing with a friend or family member can help you get comfortable with the process and build your confidence. Additionally, taking some time to prepare what you want to say and practicing your delivery can help you come across as more confident and persuasive. Remember, the worst that can happen is that the seller says no. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back from confidently making your offer. With a little practice and a positive attitude, you'll soon find that haggling is not as intimidating as it may seem. So, go ahead and channel your inner confidence and start negotiating like a pro. Tip 3. Start low and work up. One of the most effective strategies for successful haggling is to start with a low offer and work your way up. This approach allows you to set the tone for the negotiation and anchor the seller to a lower price point. It also gives you room to increase your offer without overpaying. When making your initial offer, it's important to be polite and respectful while still being firm. Avoid being too aggressive or confrontational, as this can make the seller less receptive to your offers. Instead, focus on explaining why you believe your offer is fair and provide evidence to support your position. As the negotiation progresses, be prepared to make small concessions while still maintaining your position. This can help build rapport with the seller and create a sense of collaboration, which can make them more willing to negotiate in good faith. Remember, the key to successfully starting low and working up is to be patient and persistent. Negotiations can take time, and it's important not to get discouraged if the seller initially rejects your offer. Keep your focus on your goals and be willing to make small compromises along the way. Tip 4. Use cash. Believe it or not, using cash can be a powerful bargaining tool when it comes to haggling. Cash payments are more immediate and tangible, which can make sellers more willing to negotiate a better price. Additionally, using cash can help you avoid any additional fees or charges that may be associated with other forms of payment. When negotiating with cash, it's important to be respectful and professional. Avoid being too pushy or demanding, as this can put the seller off and make them less likely to work with you. Instead, focus on building a rapport and highlighting the benefits of paying with cash. Another advantage of using cash is that it can help you set a clear budget for your purchase. By withdrawing a set amount of money before you start negotiating, you can avoid overspending and ensure that you stay within your budget. However, it's important to remember that using cash also comes with some risks. Make sure to keep your money secure and be cautious when carrying large amounts of cash. Additionally, be wary of any potential scams or fraud when paying with cash. Overall, using cash can be an effective strategy when haggling. It's a tangible and immediate form of payment that can give you more bargaining power and help you stay within your budget. So, the next time you're negotiating a price, consider using cash to help you secure the best possible deal. Tip 5. Show interest. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. Showing genuine interest in the item you're negotiating for can be a powerful tool when it comes to haggling. By demonstrating your enthusiasm and passion for the product, you can build a rapport with the seller and potentially negotiate a better deal. To show interest, start by asking questions about the item and its features. This can help you gain a better understanding of its value and give you a starting point for your negotiation. Additionally, be sure to compliment the item and express your admiration for it. This can help create a positive atmosphere and make the seller more willing to work with you. Another way to show interest is to do your research before you start negotiating. By learning about the item's history, rarity, and value, you can demonstrate that you're a knowledgeable buyer and potentially negotiate a better price. However, it's important to remember that showing interest should be genuine and not manipulative. Don't fake enthusiasm or make false promises, as this can damage your credibility and harm your chances of securing a good deal. Tip 6. Walk away. Sometimes the best way to get a good deal is to walk away. Walking away from a negotiation can show the seller that you're serious about getting a fair price and that you're willing to explore other options. It can also create a sense of urgency and motivate the seller to work harder to close the deal. When walking away, it's important to do so respectfully and professionally. Thank the seller for their time and express your interest in the item, but explain that you're not willing to pay the current price. This can open the door for further negotiation and potentially lead to a better deal down the road. Another advantage of walking away is that it gives you time to reassess your options and potentially find a better deal elsewhere. It can also give the seller time to think about their pricing and potentially come back with a more reasonable offer. However, it's important to be cautious when walking away. Don't use this technique too frequently or aggressively, as it can damage your reputation and make it harder to negotiate with sellers in the future. Tip 7. Bundle products. Bundling products can be a great way to save money when haggling. By purchasing multiple items at once, you can potentially negotiate a better deal and get more value for your money. When bundling products, start by identifying items that you're interested in purchasing. Then, approach the seller and explain that you're interested in buying multiple items and would like to negotiate a bundled deal. This can show the seller that you're a serious buyer and potentially open the door for further negotiation. One advantage of bundling products is that it allows you to negotiate based on the total value of the bundle rather than individual items. This can give you more leverage when haggling and potentially lead to a better deal. Another advantage of bundling products is that it can save you time and money. By purchasing multiple items at once, you can potentially save on shipping costs and reduce the amount of time you spend shopping around for individual items. However, it's important to be realistic when bundling products. Don't ask for an unreasonable discount or bundle items that don't make sense together. This can make it harder to negotiate and potentially harm your chances of securing a good deal. Tip 8. Use the right language. Using the right language is crucial when haggling. The words you choose and the way you say them can have a significant impact on the negotiation process and determine whether or not you're able to secure a good deal. One important aspect of using the right language is being polite and respectful. Avoid using aggressive or confrontational language, as this can put the seller on the defensive and make it harder to negotiate. Instead, use friendly and courteous language that shows you're interested in finding a mutually beneficial agreement. Another important aspect of using the right language is being specific and clear about what you want. Use specific terms and avoid vague or ambiguous language, as this can lead to misunderstandings and make it harder to negotiate. Clearly state your offer and explain why you believe it's a fair price. Using positive language can also be effective when haggling. Instead of saying I won't pay more than X amount, try saying I would be willing to pay X amount. This can create a more positive and collaborative atmosphere and potentially lead to a better deal. Finally, using confident language can be effective when haggling. Avoid using language that sounds unsure or tentative, as this can make you appear less confident and potentially harm your negotiation. Use assertive language that shows you're confident in your offer and willing to negotiate. Tip 9. Leverage timing. Timing can play a critical role in the success of your haggling efforts. By being aware of the right time to negotiate, you can potentially increase your chances of securing a better deal. One important aspect of leveraging timing is being aware of the seller's situation. If a seller is desperate to make a sale, for example, you may have more leverage in the negotiation process. On the other hand, if the seller is in high demand, they may be less likely to budge on the price. Paying attention to the seller's situation can help you determine the best time to negotiate and potentially secure a better deal. Another aspect of leveraging timing is being aware of the timing of the purchase itself. For example, shopping during off-seasons or right before a new model is released can increase your chances of getting a better deal. Similarly, shopping at the end of the day or the end of the month can increase your chances of success, as sellers may be more willing to negotiate in order to make a sale. In addition, being patient and willing to walk away can also be an effective way to leverage timing. If you're not in a rush to make a purchase, you can afford to wait for the right timing and potentially get a better deal. Tip 10. Be respectful. While it may seem obvious, it's important to emphasize that being respectful is a crucial part of successful haggling. Being polite and respectful not only makes the negotiation process more pleasant for both parties, but it can also increase your chances of getting a better deal. One important aspect of being respectful is to avoid being too aggressive or confrontational. While it's important to be confident and assertive in your negotiation, being overly aggressive or rude can quickly turn off the seller and potentially ruin the deal. Instead, try to remain calm and polite throughout the negotiation process and avoid personal attacks or insults. Another important aspect of being respectful is to listen to the seller's perspective and be open to compromise. By showing that you are willing to listen and understand their point of view, you can potentially build a rapport and increase your chances of reaching a mutually beneficial agreement. It's also important to be mindful of cultural differences when haggling. In some cultures, negotiating is a common practice and is even expected, while in others, it may be seen as disrespectful or rude. If you're traveling or negotiating with someone from a different culture, take the time to research their customs and norms to avoid unintentionally offending them. Haggling may seem intimidating, but it's a valuable skill that can save you money and help you get the best deals on everything from cars to souvenirs.